Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Control. We were coming back to the Central Executive to speak with Marshall.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6,
Oh,
codename
okay.
P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did.
Right.
We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now? So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away? Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are? I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know.
I'm convinced. I'm not 100% convinced, but
I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay?
I'm like semi-convinced
I
that
could use a friend right now.
we have Polaris in our head. I wonder if Jesse. I wonder if our brother Dylan has the Hiss in his head. And not like just that he's threshold. Mission complete.
Pope's grasping at straws.
Why?
New mission, my brother's keeper, yeah. Not just that
It would explain
he is corrupted by the Hiss, but that he is the origin of the Hiss. I'm partially convinced of that. Oh, I could do that. Launch large objects, yep. And then 10% seize duration. There we go. I need 3 more points and I'll get the final milestone reward. Wait, did we get a new hotline? Astral constructs. Certain resources loot can be constructed, crafted into mods, forms. Yeah, I know we already know this. We advocate facilitate this. At control points, menus. This will only be available exclusive for the director. Right. Wait, can I speak to Marshall again? No. Okay. What about Emily? Can I speak to Emily again? What's she have?
These corrupted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection?
Can I speak with Emily?
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Underhill?
No.
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold.
Oh.
Below research.
Yes.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks.
Oh, is this
Jesse.
like a side mission?
Now, what's on your mind?
A new mission, old growth. Yeah, yeah. Let's just speak to her
I
about
visited
things.
the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used BlackRock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives. So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from
Yeah,
her.
neither. I'm supposing so for use against like otherworldly entities, because BlackRock is like lead. BlackRock is to paranatural power as lead is to radioactivity. Like nullifies it. It's impervious to it.
This place is looking good. Rorius is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
Ugh.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
The status of HRA production.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course.
We got this place up and running together, Emily.
Alright.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Gonna say there's another book thingy here. Just make sure that's the one. Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the not aggressive floating hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and one repeated by the more violent hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message? An incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio report. Which we don't have. What's this?
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later.
Oh, okay.
At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location's security and proximity to a high-traffic area will prevent misuse, while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
No hiss followed you in, right?
Looking good on hardware. Grenades.
Yeah, so we've got all the people now gathered in Central Executive. So instead of having them all in disparate places around the facility, we've gathered them all together.
But we can handle it. Just like we handled that altered item making everyone drown themselves in the toilets.
Oh my god. I hadn't really thought about exploring around the Central Executive again. Para-utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. Para-utilitarians, yes, yep. There wasn't anything new there, really, other than that the director Northmore, one of the previous directors, I think it was they said he was the first director, Director Northmore, is the most accomplished para-utilitarian that they have records of. Oh, it's just a radio. Actually, we'll turn it on just in case it has something interesting. Nope. Never mind. Pope's promotion? Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for the... Oh, right. Emily Pope, yeah. For a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Miss Pope to the position of research specialist. Ah. Hey, that's good. Collective unconscious. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge, linking us through our ancestral heritage. Though this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images shared by a massive population is blank in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of blank exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of blank. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Right, yeah. I was talking about that the other day. I find it interesting how, like, interconnected in this world, interconnected the, what people think of things, like our imagination, and then the literal objects of power. It's like an interesting, like, connector of those things. Oh, this door. I have permission for this, don't I? Yes. What is with the post-it notes? Sticky note complaint. To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, J. Bozer. We've seen that name before. I like how I finally have access to go get my brother, and now I'm like just mucking around in the executive office. Oh. Oh, research, his nodes. Well, I do have that mission down there. Old growth. Dr. Underhill. Should I go there real quick? We can see how easy, or how difficult it is for me to kill that, the his node. I was hoping to find a technological restrictions. Trying to find the jukebox. It said it was around Central Executive. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. Does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmissible signals in the oldest house. And even those are unreliable. The power of collective unconscious is taken into account. It could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural lexicon. I'm gonna guess that's lexicon. For the oldest house to blank them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the blank to occur. Interesting. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Huh. Interesting. Is that why they still use tubes? Pneumatic tubes to send messages. Oh, another radio. Let's not. Just in case it's copyrighted. I can't believe there's a song in that audio research department that was just fucking copyright claimed. The music video for it's cool. Like it's got references to Control in it. So it was clearly like sort of made in tandem with it. Or it might have even been made after the original version came out and then they added it in as like a bonus in like the Ultimate Edition, for instance. But yeah, it was copyright claimed. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Dr. D. Rodriguez. I've earned my right to a decent shitter. Whatever. Let's go to research real quick and try and deal with this side mission. And then we'll head back down. We'll head further down to Dylan. I can't believe I've been recording for 20 minutes and I've not done anything. I've just been roaming around Central Executive. Oh. Oh, it's E. No, there's something healing them. Oh, do I not have the... Oh, I have the wrong button. There it is. Oh, I didn't see that until it was too late. Okay, I need to get round him. Actually, yeah, wait, please do that. Okay, wait. There it is. Throw it at me. Oh, I killed him by picking him up. Nice. I'm noticing that I'm just killing them and not destroying his nodes. Somewhere around here are his nodes. There they are. Okay. Ow. That bastard. Yeah, damn right. Basically got a sniper rifle now. Oh god, that guy. Ow. Give me your health. Convert to me. Where are there? Oh, is there a his node up there? Oh, there's a his node down here. Okay, we're good. I just need to destroy the his nodes! Yeah, there we go. Yes. Yes. First on the scene. Crisis management or something. I don't know. Whatever the case, now we've got the mission, now that we're down here. How come there's still enemies? I assumed that they'd disappear once the node was up. I was gonna also say, the sniper rifle one, it looks like a shotgun. They keep spawning. Why do they keep spawning? Why do they keep spawning? Let's just go down. You are mine. Defend me. Oh. Those guys. Perhaps we follow... Perhaps we should follow the burnt. Yeah, perhaps we should go down here. Ow. Oh. Just be careful. Ugh. Astral blip. I gotta remember to do the dash. If I do the dash, then I won't get hurt. Because it slows your fall. Okay. Yeah, let's follow the burnt mold. When I see a single light like that on, I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm drawn to it like a moth. Okay, I'm probably gonna need this. Somewhere? No? Those almost always indicate that.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
I haven't seen Underhill yet. Where is Underhill?
Once, bleach did the trick. Has Underhill tried bleach?
Excuse me.
She's here, yeah.
Are you lost? Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
Do you normally speak to the
Clearly
director
doesn't
like
know who
that?
she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Okay. Pepe grows near fresh corpses, grows near toilets, televisions, staircases, pet. Bureau research.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend. But to answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
Right, mold.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication.
Yes, I figured as much.
That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
Thresholds.
So the mold is coming in from... where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
It is. Anyway, hiss.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss.
Yeah.
I need to get going.
I do not
Try
enjoy.
not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Do not enjoy her presence. Mold threshold. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. It's definitely written by her. I can tell. Microscopic organisms similar to in appearance to blank construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand these things are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body. Seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It's a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Alright. Oh my god, how many documents are there here? Bureau Archivist. Hello, Raya. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise. Incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together. Could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything beside the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Well, I much prefer Emily's enthusiasm for things than Underhill's. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Blank contains some glaring omissions that I felt I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their lifeforms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the blank creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into blank. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Right, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's head into the mold, I suppose. Oh, she actually said goodbye. And I didn't. How rude of me.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
That's exactly what the document was saying.
Are those people?
Yeah. They're mold people. Oh, they explode. I see that now. Oh. It's shooting. Is it shooting spores? Is that the idea? It killed me. Mum brought me cinnamon bagels. Let's try that again. I can still take over his mind. I don't think these guys can get to them. There we go. Personal toilets, televisions, staircases, and pet. Oh my god. Ow. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, no. Oh my god, how many of them are there? Jesus Christ. Down here. I suddenly thought, oh, maybe I'll go a different way this time. Ooh. Shatter projectile choke. Pink flamingo supplement. Agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversation, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot, and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. Dr. Darling reported a wait of blank seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day after blank. He was found to possess no blank and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status. Although this still has not been proven, all known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Well. That's a bit rude. They captured a homeless man and then stole his flamingo. We're really gonna have to try and take those guys out at a distance. Or I suppose I could also just like try and set off the things around them. A little far away, but I could theoretically mind control him, but that's alright. Let's get rid of him. Just get rid of them while I can see them. Okay. I like the music sort of slows down when it's like no longer combat. Where? All the way up there somewhere. Oh, I see one of them. Okay. Oh, I see one of them. I see one of the...
This
Samples.
looks like a good one.
What one was that? It's... So nervous because walking into the wrong space or walking into an area where there's suddenly an enemy is just such instant death. Oh, restrooms. There a toilet? Nice. Nice one. Oh, could this be it up here, maybe? Maintenance, hiss nodes. No, go away. Here's another sample.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
Yep. Okay, so there's crossing them off the list as I go, so that's why I didn't know what one that first one was, because it had already crossed it off the list. Okay, I think it auto-saved. You just auto-saved. Oh, whoops. I forgot that's what F does. F makes shield. Oh, did I run past one? I might have run past one. Yeah, I think that other one. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh. No, I got 2 in 1. Nice. That was an accident. Those enemies respawned. That's good to know, they respawn. Yeah, I didn't go into lab 5. Yeah, I was like, I bet there's this one right in here.
One of Underhill's samples.
Oh. These puppet shows freak me out. Oh, is the building shifting? Yeah.
Fixed. Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting edge.
I think that's supposed to be... Mr. Bones is supposed to be the director.
The oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
Well then. So that was the one that grows near TVs, right? Alright. Oh! Oh my god, don't do that again. They respawned again. Okay. I see what they look like now, the ones that spit stuff. Jesus Christ. I assumed only the floor ones would respawn. I was not expecting the spitter guys to respawn. Those bastards. I knew it. I was like, I bet I'll fucking grab that and I'll get fucking... Oh my god! They do so much damage. God damn it. And I realize now I lose source as well when I die. Please just spawn me inside the pit. I don't want to have to run all the way down there again. Oh my god! What the? They didn't respawn this time. Huh. They're just all gone. That's so weird. It's so strange, like none of them spawned in this time. I'm a little mad that I was this close to the fucking control point. Alright, so these are, there's probably a sample here because it's fresh corpses. Right? Fresh corpses. Hello. Fresh corpses, hello. Oh, here we go. There we go.
This looks like a good one.
Now, let's get this frickin' mission done, and we'll end the episode there.
All 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
Ah. Shit. I'm so dead. I'm not dead. I will be in a second. I think? No? Oh, I was so sure I was dead. It was like, that's it for me. I'm guessing that this will allow me to go into those, like, danger spots.
With mold for me.
Like, I wonder if I can now go into those little areas where I couldn't venture into.
5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension.
Yeah.
I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores. Now leave me to it.
Yeah. So now I believe I have... Oh, I have to give her time to finish the antidote.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
How long does that take? I thought I'd quickly look it up, and people
we don't want to have to come save you.
People are under the impression that the wait for her to get you the sample is just if you don't already have the final power, if you don't already have levitate, then you can't get the antidote yet. So, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. We're gonna head back to the elevator and go to the Panopticon to go perhaps save my brother or do something with my brother. I don't know. Oh god, I'm gonna have to climb through these guys though. I'm nearly dead. Help please. Ouch. Please. Help please. Yeah, check the links in the description for my social media pages and my merchandise store page. There will be new merch there soon. I promise. I will make an announcement when I add it. Let's just get to the elevator. Yeah. Consider sharing the video. If you want to share the if you want to share the series, I would highly recommend clicking that share button. And ring the bell if you want to get notifications for channel uploads. But whatever the case, thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode of Control.